Hello my smelly friends, how are you guys today? Thank you so much for joining me for another video. Always love your support and great to see your comments down there, and it's just awesome. Such a great community we're still in, and I just love this fragrance community. As you know, 2007 Tom Ford released the private blends, and amazing, amazing fragrances. I just think they're so classy. There's so many different different fragrances in that line, and so many for so many people as well. It's just great. So I have 21 fragrances here. There's a couple that I'm missing, of course. There's some newer ones, later releases that I do not have yet, but I have smelled them. So there are some really, really great fragrances that just come out, of course, recently, but a lot of these vintage, right at the 2013 mark. So if you guys have a 2014 bottle, there was some IFRA changes there. So if you guys have 2013 bottles and earlier, you guys got some really good vintage juice, and it's just great. But guys, without further ado, let's just get this list started. I know it's a pretty long list. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not really gonna describe too much. I'm just gonna give you a little bit on them and kind of get a 20 count list here done in under hopefully 10 minutes or so. Again, I know you guys don't like long videos. You don't want to really drag them out too long. So, but again, thank you guys so much for the support. For the honorable mention, I kind of put a little bit towards the back of the list because I don't wear them as much. They're a little bit floral, a little bit more feminine, but again, all these fragrances are unisex, so I hope you guys enjoy. But for my 21, the 21st fragrance, it's going to be Shanghi Lily, and like I said, it's a little bit floral, of course, if you guys can see that. You do, like I said, you got some spices though, and then I believe one of the notes, I'm trying to remember some of these notes in here, but I think you have cloves in here too, which kind of give it just a really great, it's like cloves and floral. Who would think that would work? But it's really, really nice, and I really enjoy this fragrance too. But again, it's just kind of later, it's back on the list because I don't wear it as much. There's a lot more in this house that I really enjoy wearing more than this one, but still a great fragrance. It's different, and smells awesome on a woman, and definitely a guy can wear this as well. So Shanghi Lily, 21. All right guys, without further ado, let's get into the top 20. This one, again, a little bit on the floral side. It is leaning femme, but I just really enjoy this one as well. This one's Champaca Absolute, and of course, the Champaca floral is in there. You do have some jasmine and sandalwood. Like I said, leans a little bit on the floral side. Hopefully that's coming in focus. And of course, there is some, like I said, just jasmine, a little bit of floral in there. And then you do get a little vanilla as well to kind of sweeten it up a little. So, but excellent fragrance again. Not sure, I think this one's still around, but Champaca Absolute, really great fragrance from Tom Ford. All right, number 19, another really good one, kind of a crazy, a little bit of a weird fragrance, but it is nice. A lot of lavender, of course, in this one, but number 19, Lavender Palm. And again, you do get the lavender, of course, a lot of oak moss too with this, and aldehydes too to kind of clean it up a little bit, but oak moss and vetiver are in this one as well. And you'll notice there's a lot of amber, oak moss, and a lot of his private blend fragrances. They're deep, they're rich, they're classy. They're just really, you always kind of, when you pick up one of these bottles and you think of Tom Ford private blend, you kind of want to put a suit on. They're just very classy and beautiful. But coming in, number 19, Lavender Palm, really good one. I do have the silver bottle as well, which is pretty cool. I know it was kind of like a limited release or whatever, but I have this one. This is the vintage. And then of course the limited. So again, all my bottles you are seeing, besides I think Effing Fabulous, well, let's just say it, fucking fabulous, and Tobacco Oud Intense are all before, either 2013 or prior or before. So a lot of nice vintage, bottles, and again, maybe they're just aging well. Not saying that the new fragrance is bad. It just maybe they're going to be good as well, and 10 years as well. So guys, this one is a really good one. I love this. This blend is awesome, but again, leans a little bit on the feminine side, so I don't wear it often, but it is nice in the colder months. Cafe Rose, and I heard this one was discontinued, but it's not. They just changed the name of it, or not the name, they changed the sticker on it. The new one is the gold sticker, I believe. So, but guys, with this one, it's a little peppery in the opening, which is kind of nice, but then it just really gets into that coffee rose. There's that dark patchouli in here, which again gives it a little bit of the sweetness. It's more of not an earthy patchouli, but more of like a sweet chocolatey patchouli. And guys, this one is just unbelievable. You just really get that nice coffee note in there, which I really, really love. Now this one is kind of an oldie, but a great one, oldie but a goodie. I love this one. Kind of tough to find now, a little bit on the vintage side. This bottle is from 2008, I believe. But guys, Black Violet, and this one's coming in at number 17. You just really, again, you get the oak moss, obviously violet. You have some woody notes in there, and then you also get some like fruity notes as well. It just, oh man, this stuff really is excellent. Again, I don't want to say leans a little bit. Yeah, I guess it does. It leans a little bit on the feminine side, but it is dark enough where this really smells great on a gentleman as well. So, but guys, Black Violet, really enjoy this one. Now this one should have made it a little bit closer in front of the list. I enjoy this one a lot. It's just a great sexy fragrance. It's sweet. It's just beautiful. I really enjoy this one. But guys, it came back because there are just so many other ones that are just, I think that are just a little bit better. But Noir De Noir, coming in at 16. I know it's up there. It should probably have been in the top 10. But saffron, patchouli, you know, you get the vanilla in there. I know there's like I guess it'd probably be like a chocolate truffle or something. I don't know if it's chocolate, but I know there's like truffle in this or something like that. And oh my gosh, this guy is just a really sexy fragrance. Definitely unisex. Obviously a woman, this would smell delicious on a woman. And again, a man can definitely wear it. So Noir De Noir coming in at 16. All right, getting down to it. Number 15. This one, Arabian Wood. This one, guys, one of my favorites. I think it's long gone. This is a 2007 bottle. But guys, really, it's just an uplifting, very woody. It's got some lavender in there. And then you just get that, again, oak moss. You got some really nice, like a bright cedar in here as well. But again, it's just a woody fragrance, Arabian Wood. I love this one. Coming in at number 15. There you go. Hopefully these are coming in nice and focused for you. All right, another beauty. Guys, I love this one as well. I actually love this whole line. They all could have been in the top 5 spot, but this one is awesome. Bois Rouge, excellent fragrance, guys. I just love this one. This one coming in at number 14. Just a really nice leathery fragrance. Again, you get that nice, there's some amber in here, there's some cedar again. Like I said, a lot, it's almost like repetitious with some of the notes, but they are different. So don't think that they're not different fragrances. It's just you know, the Tom Ford, they just use a lot of the same kind of ingredients, but you know, oak moss, again, before 2013 or 13, you're gonna really get that true, I don't know what they've done with it, you know, since, and again, I don't know, I don't wanna say anything about the new fragrances either. I'm not saying they're bad, it's just, I know that a lot of the IFRA laws came into play around that 2014, so if you guys got 13 bottles or earlier, you're in luck, you know, because they're really great fragrances. Sorry to repeat myself on that one, but guys, excellent. Bois Rouge, number 14. Now number 13, again, this is one of my summer staples. I love this fragrance. I actually got a vintage bottle. I do have a 3.4 ounce of, you know, that brighter blue bottle. Now again, there's so many. There's the Costa Azzurra. There's a lot of new fragrances out there that came after that, Neroli Portofino, and they're great. I know, like the Amalfi. There's a lot of good fragrances from Tom Ford that I do not have in my collection. So again, I'm probably missing a lot on this list, but these are just a lot of my vintage ones that I really cherish and I love them. So, but guys, this one, Neroli Portofino. Obviously, you have the neroli in there. You got a lot of nice citruses, and then those florals as well, some of the white florals. And wow, this stuff, it's just clean, it's sexy. It's very easy to wear. It's probably one of the easiest to wear, besides the other blue line of, you know, the Costa Azzurras and all that. So, but excellent, I just love that one. This one, really nice. This is an uplifting scent. It's so classy, it's beautiful, it's just awesome. But this one, guys, Bois Marocain. I just really enjoy this one. This one is my number 12 Definitely could have made it, you know, further up in the list, but again, you get that really nice cypress. You get some smokiness a little bit from the incense. Oh, it's woody, cedar. Like I said, that cedar cypress again. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance, guys. I love this one. Bois Marocain, coming in at number 12. Now this one, again, I believe came out a few years ago. It was crazy because, you know, Tom Ford, they said it was limited. And you know, I literally remember the time when it first went on sale. I was on the phone with New York at Tom Ford, and they were, or it was, I can't remember if it was Bergdorf Goodman, one of them, one who was carrying it, and they're like, yeah, sir, we just gotta, you know, one is the limit. These are selling out, and they literally sold out like crazy. And then of course now they're not, you know, limited or anything, so you can get your hands on them quite easily. But it was just a really cool, you know, I was trying to get that bottle, and it was just so exciting when I ended up getting it. I got a backup as well. I didn't know if they were ever going to change the formula or whatever of this one, but guys, coming in number 11, fucking fabulous. You guys all know when it first had its debut and first came out. You guys know how awesome this was when you guys first got it. But just that almond and tonka bean and leather, and it's so smooth. And oh my gosh, compliment getter galore. I love this one too. Excellent, excellent fragrance. Probably could have made it further up in the list. All right, I'm really gonna get some crap for this. This is probably on a lot of people's number 1 or number 2, and it is. It's just an awesome fragrance. This is actually my first Tom Ford I've ever purchased, so I kind of feel bad putting it at number 10, but it is in the top 10, so that's always good. But guys, the one and only Tobacco Vanille, coming in at number 10. I just love this stuff. Obviously, you have some spices. There's some fruitiness in there, tobacco and vanilla, just like it says. And oh my gosh, I turned this on to a gentleman at work. I don't wear it much because he does now, and it is just every time he wears it, I'm like, damn, that stuff smells so good. So guys, Tobacco Vanille coming in at number 10. All right, thanks for bearing with me. Hopefully I'm not dragging it on too long. This one actually came out a couple years ago now. This bottle, I believe the private blend is discontinued, but it's in the regular version. So I guess like the designer, you know, bottle, and it's on the designer side now. But Bois de Jour, guys, this, if you guys are into barbershop fragrances, lavender, it is just absolutely awesome. I love it. My number 9. Again, it just gives you that oak moss again. It's really got that barbershop vibe to it. And it's so, again, very classy, gentlemanly. This is very masculine, I think, and I just would, I love this fragrance for work. And I'm gonna try and probably hopefully get a backup bottle of this one because it is really, really nice. So coming in at number 9. All right, I guess those were a couple of ones that weren't, you know, before the 13 because they just came out. So, and I know Bois de Jour came out, I think just maybe last year, a couple years ago. So here's another one. I did have the original Tobacco Oud, and I kind of asked around Facebook and Instagram. They said the Intense version is awesome, and I do love it. I just enjoy this fragrance so much. I do get compliments with it, but Tobacco Oud Intense, I just really, really like this. This is my number 8, guys. Again, tobacco, amber, you got a lot of woodiness in there, some sandalwood. It is just, it's bright, but it's also dark, and tobacco, oh, it's just really, really nice, like that nice fruity tobacco you get in there, and it's just awesome. This stuff performs so well too. So I know what they're doing, probably like even Bois Marocain, I know that came out with either an Intense version or a newer version, and they're probably trying to make it like the vintage, you know, so they're trying to make them a little bit more intense and a little bit more, you know, people love performance with these. You don't want to be over performed, you know, you don't want to be, like I said, filling up crazy rooms and, you know, people are like, oh my gosh, what is going on in here? But you do want that good performance. So really, really enjoy this one. Now this one is kind of very, very sought after. This one's long gone, so hard to get, but oh my gosh, guys, this is insane. I love this. It could have probably been in my top 3. I really, really enjoy this. You got to be a patchouli lover, but it is awesome, guys. Purple patchouli. Again, you guys will know how hard it is to get this one. This one coming in at number 7. This one, obviously, the patchouli. I think there's like Peru balsam in here, and then of course that amber note again. Oh my gosh, but it is just, it's full of beautiful like a fruity green patchouli, little dark but bright at the same time. It is something special. This one, yeah, this one's almost, I mean, it's pretty full. I use this very sparingly. Like I said, this is kind of like one of those Moss Breches or Japon Noir. Just a great, great fragrance. If you guys ever get a chance to get your nose on it, you guys will really, really love it. So now this one, guys, easy to wear. A great, great oud. No sort of barnyard kind of thing going on with this. It is just classy. It's awesome. This is probably one of my second or third bottles from this line that I purchased. But Oud Wood, as we know, everybody loves this one. It's a real banger for this for the community, of course. This one coming in at number 6. Again, you got that really nice cardamom note in there that obviously brightens it up. It's a little bit spicy. And then obviously you got the oud, but it's a clean oud. Very nice. Again, some sandalwood in there. But guys, this stuff is incredible. It's a 2012 bottle. It's a big 3.4. I'm so happy I got the vintage version of this because it lasts a lot longer. It's just really, really nice. So Oud Wood, love this one. All right, the one and only, the masterpiece of the fragrance community, one of them. Again, you guys are probably, you know, a little pissed that it didn't make my top 3. I love this fragrance, and now that I just smelled it, I'm like, damn, it probably should have. But guys, this one, it's a little bit smoky to me, but the leather in this is just incredible. I just love it. Tuscan Leather, coming in and actually in number 5. Sorry, so it is the top 5, which is good. So, but again, you got that leather, you got the saffron, some smokiness, and then there's just that little bit of that raspberry note in there that really does something to it. But and again, I've never really smelled anything like it, really. I mean, even Destrier, which is one of my favorite leather scents now, which was made for me, which, thank you, Christy Michelle, again. Again, I love that. It's more of like a brown suede. This just still has something different to it. It's kind of just different. So it's just, it's something that I've never really smelled before, but there's a reason why this is just a masterpiece in the community. So Tuscan Leather, number 5. All right, this one just reminds me of something I don't know, but it reminds me of something like my dad might have wore something back in the day, like in the 80s or 90s, and I just love this. It kind of, I don't know if it has a polo green kind of thing going on. It doesn't. I don't think it does, but something similar maybe. I don't know. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. It's not a big deal, but I just, again, another one that I think that's long gone, but if you can get your hands on this one, I just love this stuff. Italian Cypress. It is beautiful. I really, really love this. Number 4, obviously, there's the woody notes in there. You get that cypress, and then there's also like a minty note in here too. And it's just something that kind of lifts it up a little bit, you know, that mint kind of freshness. And it's, but the cedar and the mint, they're both kind of like that, you know, they're both like cooling, you know, that bright cedar in there. But Italian Cypress, guys, it is just, it's a one of a kind too. I just love this fragrance. All right, the top 3. This one, another one, it was being discontinued, and everyone, oh my gosh, the buzz around the community was like, oh my gosh, get your bottles, hurry up, quick. And oh, this is another dream of a fragrance, another masterpiece. Again, I got these 2 bottles. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I can't remember. It's been years now ago. It was probably 2014-ish. Or 2013. This is a vintage bottle, and I got 2 extra backup bottles of this. I just love it. I don't know why. I'll probably never use them, but Amber Absolute, love this. Didn't mean to ramble on about this, but I'm so excited about this fragrance, and I love that I have the vintage version. But again, amber, vanilla, you got some incense in here. And just so classy. It's so powerful too. This stuff, I mean, 2 sprays, you will, you know, if you do a lot, you'll fill up a room. So go easy on the trigger with Amber Absolute. But I just love this stuff. Awesome. And again, it's not discontinued now. I think you can get it and everything. But the vintage is just something special, guys. So check it out. All right, my last 2. Again, you probably know I've always had a big hype to myself about a fragrance for my number 1. Again, it's not for everyone. Some, you know, it's a little too sweet. Some, you know, it's just craziness. But my number 2, this one, classy. I love this fragrance. It is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I'm so happy that I actually have a bottle. a little bit, probably 3/4 full. I actually ended up scoring a great score on eBay. Very well-known seller, and I got an 8.4 ounce of this sucker, so really excited about that. And then I also have an 8.4 ounce of my number 1 too, so very fortunate. Again, I may never use it, but I just know I love that I have the 2007 versions of these, the very first vintage juices of this. So, but guys, Japon Noir, as you know, my number 2. Just love it. It's leathery. You got some of the patchouli in there. You got some amber, but just so classy. This fragrance, guys, this is suit, tie, something very special. I just love it. It's more on the masculine side, and but you just see that real sharp dressed man in this. You know, I just love the Japon Noir. So again, as you know, Amber Absolute, Tuscan Leather. You know, I mean, most of these fragrances could have made number 1, but this one is just so different. I don't think beeswax has ever been probably used in a fragrance like this, and it's just gorgeous. I love it. Something so different. You know, again, you're not going to get crazy compliments. You know, I got compliments with it because it does have a sweetness to it, and I think that's kind of the playful side of it. But I don't think you're going to get, you know, when you wear it, it's not going to people are going to be like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing, crazy? But it's different, and I just love it. It's awesome. And guys, if you've never smelled this one, get your hands on it. I do get a lot of compliments from women too. Not a lot, but I'm saying some compliments from women with this. I think it's more of like that cozy, warm, smooth, you know, like woman would like this on a man kind of fragrance. So I don't know. And maybe women just would like this too. It's very unisex. So, but guys, Moss Breches, my number 1. As you guys probably know, I've always kind of, like I said, hyped it for myself, you know, but again, beeswax, you got some, it's very green, it's smooth. You also have like that rosemary in there. I know there's another spice. I don't know if it's thyme or sage or something like that, but it is beautiful, guys. And then the sweetness, I think, is just that benzoin. But another powerhouse. 2 sprays max with this sucker. It's just awesome. I just love this fragrance. And this one, I just did a review on it. I don't know if there's too many reviews on it, but love this, guys. So hopefully I didn't drag this out too long, but Moss Breches is number 1. That's my top 20 list and an honorable mention. Again, Tom Ford has done it with the private blends. I love it. I love the way they look on the shelves. You know, it's just, I love that they're dark bottles, so if they do get a little bit of sunlight on them, they're protected. Everything about this fragrance house, I just really enjoy. And again, a lot of the designer Tom Fords are excellent as well. So, but the private blends, you cannot go wrong. You can literally have your whole fragrance wardrobe surrounded by the Tom Ford private blend, and you will have it made. So, but guys, can't thank you enough. Hopefully you enjoyed. Tell me your top 3. I'd love to hear about your top 3 Tom Fords, and let me know if you've had any experiences, you know, with purchasing a vintage or trying to get one, you know, over the years. You know, I've known people that tried to get Moss Breches for 2-3 years. Japon Noir, you know, a lot of the vintage ones. So, and keep in mind, there's so many fakes out there. You know, we all know Moss Breches is not going to come in a 3.4 ounce. You know, or the different size bottles and all that stuff. You know, it's just either 1.7 or 8.4. You know, that's the only way the 2007 versions ever came. So please be known to that you're not going to get, you know, screwed over on eBay and all that other stuff with tester white boxes, things like that and all that. So, all right, I think there are testers, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they come in those white boxes and all that. So, but guys, hopefully I didn't drag this on too long. The lists are tough because you want to describe them, but you don't want to take too much time with that either. But love you guys. Thanks so much again for joining me. I'm hoping you guys are digging some of these lists. You know, again, I do enjoy the list, but I'm going to, you know, continue with my reviews on one fragrance, but I really enjoy the list as well. So stay safe out there, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Rise Frags 34.